Today's topic is timing diagram of 8085. Timing diagram of 8085. So first, what is timing diagram? Actually, timing diagram is that it is the graphical representation of the operation of microprocessor. माइक्रोप्रोसेसर का जो ऑपरेशन होता है उसको ग्राफिकली जो रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं वो है मेरा टाइमिंग डायग्राम। तो माइक्रोप्रोसेसर का क्या ऑपरेशन होता है? जो इंस्ट्रक्शन को फेच करना, और इंस्ट्रक्शन को फेच, रीड व राइट ये सारे करते हैं माइक्रोप्रोसेसर। और तो माइक्रोप्रोसेसर डन बेसिक 4 टाइप ऑफ ऑपरेशन। ऑन इज मेमोरी रीड, मेमोरी राइट, आईओ रीड, आईओ राइट। ये छोड़ के एक ये जो होता है वो होता है ऑपकोड फेच। So actually timing diagram is a graphical representation of the operation of microprocessor. In timing diagram, 3 cycles are present. One is instruction cycle, another is machine cycle, and another is T state or T cycle. So it is starting from T state. What is T state? T state is the on clock period. T state is the on clock period. It is the time of on clock period which depends on the operating frequency. Operating frequency means माइक्रोप्रोसेसर का जो ऑपरेटिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी है उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। जो टी स्टेट कितना होगा, मान के चलो कोई प्रोसेसर है माइक्रोप्रोसेसर, उसका ऑपरेटिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी 2 मेगाहर्ट्ज है, तो उसका एक टी स्टेट कितना होगा? टी इक्वल्स टू 1/f, T equals to 1/f. So 0.5 माइक्रो सेकेंड, ये हो गया एक टी स्टेट का टाइम। अगर क्लॉक फ्रीक्वेंसी 3 मेगाहर्ट्ज होगा तो क्या होगा? T equals to 1/f means 0.33 माइक्रो सेकेंड. So depends on the operating frequency of the processor. Okay. And T state is defined as that it is the time of on clock period which depends on the operating frequency of the microprocessor. And another definition is that T state is a portion of an operation carry out in on system clock period. Means that एक जो टी स्टेट है, मतलब एक सिस्टम जो क्लॉक पीरियड है उसमें कितना एक ऑपरेशन का कितना पार्ट कर पाएगा, वो जो ड्यूरेशन है वो है मेरा एक टी स्टेट। नाउ कम टू मशीन साइकिल। इन एवरी इंस्ट्रक्शन देयर विल बी सेवरल टाइप ऑफ ऑपरेशन. सम इंस्ट्रक्शन हैज only opcode fetch, some instruction has opcode fetch, memory read, memory write, IO read, IO write. Okay. तो एक्चुअली मशीन साइकिल क्या है? इट इज द ऑन क्लॉक साइकिल that required to move on byte of data in or out of the microprocessor. And each machine cycle consists minimum 3 to 6 clock period. So in general, दो एक exceptional case छोड़ के in general it consists 3 machine cycle, 3 clock period. Sometimes it's find out that the needed is 4 clock period or 6 clock period. So in every instruction the basic part or primary part is that operational code fetch. For operational code fetch or opcode fetch, number of T state required is 4. Number of T state required is 4. Okay. And another any kind of operation in exceptional case छोड़ के it is required 3 clock period. Some have needed 6 clock period. Okay. Now machine cycle, what is the definition of machine cycle? Machine cycle is defined as it is the time required to perform a complete on operation of an instruction. Perform the complete on operation of a instruction. Okay. Now instruction cycle. What is instruction cycle? Instruction cycle is that it is defined by it is the time required to an instruction. It is time required to perform the execute one instruction at a time. Means it means that it has time required to complete perform of execution of an instruction. Suppose MBI A, 32 hex. Suppose MBI A, 32 hex means this is an instruction. This is 2-byte instruction. So this instruction, how many time required to perform the total instruction execution is the instruction cycle. But in machine cycle, what is machine cycle and the difference between machine cycle and instruction cycle? Machine cycle has, it is the clock period, the time required to perform on operation of instruction. On operation of instruction means in previous example is that MBI A, 32 hex. Here first operation is opcode fetch and second operation is memory read. So here done 2 operation. So number of machine cycle required is 2 and number of t-state required is 4 plus 3. 4. Why 4? Because first operation is opcode fetch. For opcode fetching, number of t-state is required. 4, and another any type of operation needed 3 clock period or 3 t-state. And instruction cycle means the total instruction means MBI A, 32 hex. Here opcode plus data fetch, both operation, how many time required to perform both operation. Okay, means it consists fetching, decoding, execution of a single instruction which consists of 1 to 5 read or write operation between processor to memory or IO device. Clear? And some clock signal. According to clock signal, some clock signal is that it is depends on the operation status, which type of operation performed. It is opcode fetch or memory read or memory write or IO read or IO write. These 3. So first opcode fetch, IO/M bar is 0, means it's 0 indicates means when this signal goes low, it means that it is the memory related operation. It is memory related operation. And S1 and S0 is 0. A 1 means this is opcode fetch. And opcode fetch means operational code fetch, obviously memory related operation. So IOM bar is 0 and S1 S0 is 1. And here the control signal is RD bar is 0 and WR bar is 1, means high. मतलब यहाँ पर opcode fetch में memory read होता है. Okay, now memory read operation में memory read बोल रहे means its IOM bar signal goes low and S1 is 1 and S0 is 0, means it means that it's memory related operation, and RD bar is 0 and WR bar is 1 and acknowledgement all are 1. Okay, mainly you note this from status signal in is IOM bar / M bar and S1 and S0, and RD bar and WR bar is the control signal. In case of memory write, what will be the value of IOM bar? IOM bar memory related, so IOM bar signal also 0 and a status S1 is 0 and S0 is 1. And here you change that, here changing the value of S0. S0 value is 0, previously it is 1, means it is indicate that it's memory related operation, means IOM bar is memory related and this indicates the memory write operation. So write signal goes low. Here you see that RD bar signal goes high. High means 1 and low means 0, and WR bar is the low. So memory write operation can be take place. Now IO read. IO read means input output read. IO read means input output read is that here you note that here IO ember signal goes high means it is indicate that it is input output operation, and here S0 is 1 and S1 is 1 and S0 is 0 means it is IO read operation. So RD bar signal goes low to performing the read operation, and WR bar is goes high because it is no write operation performed during this time. At same in case of IO write, here the one W IO bar can be high means it indicates that it is input output related operation, and S0 is low means it is write operation can be take place. So WR bar is get low. WR bar is get low. Okay, this is the status and control signal for performing the timing diagram or performing by microprocessor 8085. Now this is the clock cycle or on T state. This is the on ideal T state. One ideal T state from starting and from negative ending. This time is called on T state or on clock cycle. Suppose I said that in every operation, the first operation done is opcode fetch means operational code fetch. Then after then any kind of operation can be take place according to the depends on the instruction. So first number of how many number of T state is required? 4 T state are required for performing the operational code fetch or opcode fetch operation. Okay. Now the machine cycle. Should here you see that on machine cycle first machine cycle is how many T state is consist how many T state? T1, T2, T3 and T4. So number of T states consist of 4 for machine cycle M1. So which type of operation perform in machine cycle M1? Opcode fetch operation. Opcode fetch operation is performed on the during first machine cycle. After that number of how many number of T state? T1, T2 and T3. So machine cycle T2 any kind of machine cycle any kind of operation perform during machine cycle T2, either memory read, memory write, IO read or IO write. Okay. Now in next machine cycle number of T
screen नहीं show कर रहा है sir.
Okay. 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 अगर शो करेगा तो बोल रहा है ठीक है.
Yes sir, show रहा है.
So here the first operation I says that first operation of every instruction is opcode fetch means operational code fetch. मतलब actually opcode क्या है? It is the instruction to give the processor to which type of operation perform. मतलब क्या काम करना है इसको identify करते हैं मेरा operational code fetch. And another is that जो ऑपरेशन होगा इन जनरल मेमोरी रीड होता है, मेमोरी राइट होता है और आईओ रीड और आईओ राइट होता है. ओके. तो इन आईओ राइट what happened in IO write there IO ember signal goes high and S0 is 1 means high and S1 is high and S0 is low and RD bar signal is low. Okay. Now during the signal activation, example, ALE signal is active high signal. It is activated in beginning of the T state of the machine cycle, except the bus idle machine cycle. It remains active in T state only. Here see that ALE signal. What is the function of ALE signal? Address latch enabled, means it latches the address and it acts as the lower order address bus, as a lower order multiplex address data bus act as an address bus. Okay. Now next is A0 to A7, means A0 lower order or lower order address bus is available on the multiplex address data bus, multiplex address data bus AD0 to AD7 during T1 state. During T1 state, T1 state it acts as an address bus. जो multiplex address data bus है during T1 period, this multiplex address data bus act as an address lower order address bus. Okay. Next, D0 to D7 data bus. D0 to D7. D0 to D7 is active high during T2 clock period, during this figure T2 clock period to T3. T2 to T3, the lower order during T2 to T3, the multiplex data bus is active, act as a data bus. During this time, ALE signal goes low, means it not latches the multiplex address data bus, so it can used as a data bus. So when it is used data bus? During the clock period T2 to T3. During the clock period T2 to T3. Okay. Now higher order address bus. Now higher order address bus A8 to A15 is available during the bus timing T2, T2 and T3. T1, T2 and T3. Here see you the figure. Here start from at the starting of T1 clock period and ending at the T3 clock period. Okay. Now IO ember S1 and S2, these are called status signal. These are called status signal and determine what is the function of this signal. It's determine the type of machine cycle to be execute. मतलब type of operation. Type of operation, which type of operation performed during this signal can identify the which type of operation performed by the processor. So they determine the type of machine cycle to be executed. So they are active at the beginning of the T1 state of each machine cycle. Here you see the picture. Is starting from T1 period of the T1 clock period and remain active till the end of machine cycle. So here ending machine cycle is T4. So it is active during machine cycle T4. For opcode phase, what is the value of IO ember and S0 and S1? IO ember goes low and S0 is 1 and S1 also 1. But in case of memory read, IO ember goes low, means 0, and S0 is 0 and S1 also 1. Now RD bar and WR bar signal determine the direction of data flow. RD bar and WR bar are determine the data flow, determine the direction of data flow, means that it is identify the which type of operation is performed, means data can be input are coming or out sending by output by the processor. So RD bar signal is active. RD bar signal is active during clock period T2 and T3. RD bar signal, here you see that in RD bar signal is during T1 clock period it is high. So if this signal is high, no operation can be performed by the processor, and during low it can perform the operation. So during T2 and T3 period it can be active low, then again goes to high, As same WR bar in right cycle, WR bar is high and it is also active low in during T2 to T3 clock period, and after that it goes to high impedance state. And here you note that the 8085 7 Mason cycle, but here you only noted that very important is that opcode fetch, memory read, memory write, and IO read and IO write. These 5 Mason cycle, it's very important. So first opcode fetch operation में क्या होता है, हम step by step we see here how the opcode fetch operation done by the processor. So step 1 during T1 state, the 8085 processor places the content of the program counter on the address bus to active the ALE and send the status signal S1 and S0 with a logical status 0, 1, 1 respectively. 0 and 1, 1 respectively. ये गया मेरा during T1 state, and during T2 step the lower order address bus is disappear from AD0 to AD7 lines, and its 8085 processor active RD bar signal to enable the address memory location which place the contents of data bus in AD0 to AD7. Now step 3, the processor loads the content of data bus. On its instruction register and deactivated the RD bar signal to disable the memory device. Now during T4 state, the processor decodes the opcode, and on the basis of the instruction received it decided whether to enter T5 or enter T1 for new machine cycle. Whether is enter T5 or enter T1 for new machine cycle. On byte instruction, those are operate only 8 bits data. Operand are executed in T4. For example, move C, B, ANE, add B, INCR, RAD. These are the all are consist of 4 T state for opcode fetch operation, and another any kind of operation it is required 3 state. But some example of instruction, they are DCX and PCHL, SPHL, INXH. These are required another 2 T state for opcode fetch is T5 and T6. Okay, but in general, number of for opcode fetch T state is 4, and any other operation is required number of T state 3. So here the opcode fetch operation is a timing diagram for opcode fetch or opcode machine cycle operation. So here instruction register, instruction decoder, timing and control section, here the memory, and here the registered B, C, D, E, H, L and S, P, P, C, E. So PCE, what is the function of PCE? PCE means program counter. It point out the memory location from where next memory location from where data byte is to be fetched, जहां से डेटा को फेच करना है. तो यहाँ पर देखो सिर्फ ये टाइमिंग डायग्राम को देखना है मेरे को. ये मेरा क्लॉक है T1, T2, T3, T4. For opcode phase, how many number of T state required? Number of T state required for opcode phase is 4. So here the clock period is, this is denoted by clock period. And now starting A8 to A15, A8 is starting from T1 clock period and end at the T4, end up to T4. For machine cycle, at the end of T3 and left part is unspecified. Next, during T1 clock period, the lower order address AD0 to AD7 lower order address multiplex word. This is the lower order address bus during T1, only T1 clock period, because you see here the ALE signal is active high. When ALE signal is active high, it latches the address. So lower multiplex address data bus act as an address bus. After that, the ALE signal goes low, means during T2 and T3 period, the AD0 to AD7 is act as an data bus. So it fetch during this period, data can be placed on the data bus. And here you see that IOM/mbird is the status signal. So here for opcode phase, IOM signal obviously value is 0 because it is operational code, means memory related operation, and S1 and S0 and S1 is both value is high, means 1. So for and during here you see that during T1 clock period there will be no data, so no operation is done during T1 clock period. After the T1 clock period, starting of the T1, it is goes low, means it reads the data or it fetch the data. Okay, and it's active during 2 clock period, means T2 and T3. Then it goes to high impedance. So here is you see the timing diagram of opcode phase of an instruction or opcode phase machine cycle. Okay, and this is memory read cycle. And in case memory write cycle, what will be the change of the value? Nothing to be changed, only the change is the IOM signal, where S1 is 0 and S0 is 1. Baki as same, and here RD bar signal is goes active during goes low during T2 and T3 clock period. So right signal में T2 और T3 clock period में RD bar signal WR bar signal goes low for right cycle or right machine cycle. But read machine cycle में देखो RD bar signal low हुआ, और यहाँ पर changes you see that here the changes between IOM bar is unchanged, but S1 is 1 and S0 is 0. It indicates the memory read operation. If the value of S0 is 1, so it indicates that it is opcode fetch operation. If the value of S0 is 0 and S1 is 0 and S0 is 1 and IOM bar is 0, means it is memory write cycle. Memory write cycle. You see here, it is the memory write cycle. Baki all others are the same value, contain the same value. here draw and explain the timing diagram of move B comma C instruction. Move B comma C instruction. So B comma C instruction. So इसका टाइमिंग डायग्राम क्या है? देखो ये मेरा क्लॉक है, ओके, एंड ड्यूरिंग फर्स्ट cycle the A order is high, means PC is high, and this is unspecified, and lower order is during T1 clock period is carry the address and ALE signal high and RD bar signal goes low during these two clock period, okay, and after this T14 is, and if here the on calculation at the clock frequency of 8085 microprocessor is 3.125 megahertz. 125 megahertz. So what is the time for on clock? So I say previously I say that T equals to 1 by F. T equals to 1 by F. So 1 by F means here F is the 3.125 megahertz. So here on T equals to 0.32 microsecond. So for execution of opcode fetch operation, how many number of T state is required? 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of T state required is 4. So here if any question, so any question that how many time required for execution of a move B comma C instruction if the clock frequency is 3.12 megahertz, then the answer is that the execution time for move B comma C instruction is 4T equals to 4 into T. Here is the what is the value of T is 0.32 microsecond. 0.32 microsecond. So 4 into 0.32 microsecond equals to 1.28 microsecond. Okay. So execution time of this instruction is 1.28 microsecond. 1.28 microsecond. Now another example is that this is previously instruction is move B comma C is the on byte instruction. Now 2 byte instruction ka what is the timing diagram of MBI B comma 05 hex. MBI B comma 05 hex instruction. It requires 2 machine cycle because it has first operation is opcode fetch and second operation is data fetch. So MBI B comma 05 instruction has required 2 machine cycle, M1 and M2. I previously said that for M1 the number of T state required is 4, or any operation is number of T state is required 3. So for Mn is 4 and M2 machine cycle is number of T state is 3. So M1 is requires 4 T state and M2 requires 3 state. So total number of T state is required in 7, and data signal IO bar S1 is specific to 1 for fast machine cycle for opcode fetch, and during T1 clock period the higher order address is 10 hex and placed in the A15 to A8, and lower order address is 00 hex, and AD0 to AD7 is ALE high, and RD bar signal goes low for data of 06 from memory location 1000 hex are placed in the data bus. हाँ बोलो.
सर यहाँ सर ऊपर में बता रहे थे ना कि 2 मशीन साइकिल को कंप्लीट करने में 7 टी स्टेट लगता है. हाँ. तो सर जब हम लोग 1 टास्क को कंप्लीट करते हैं तो 4 टी स्टेट लगता है. तो 2 मशीन साइकिल में तो मेरा. हाँ बोलो तुम बोलो पहले. सर 2 मशीन साइकिल में तो यहाँ पे 2 टास्क कंप्लीट होगा, तो फर्स्ट में 4 लग रहा है टी स्टेट और सेकंड में 3 क्यों?
देखो फास्ट जो होता है ना, फास्ट जो ऑपरेशन होता है ईच इंस्ट्रक्शन को ऑपरेशनल कोड को फेच करता है. ऑपरेशनल कोड फेच ऑपरेशन होता है, मतलब ऑपकोड फेच ऑपरेशन होता है. फॉर ऑपकोड फेच ऑपरेशन 4 टी स्टेट रखता है. ठीक है, क्योंकि ऑपरेशनल कोड ऑलरेडी मेमोरी में दिया हुआ है, मतलब मेमोरी में ऑलरेडी रिटर्न है, मेमोरी से हमको फेच करना होता है, और उसके बाद जो कुछ भी डेटा हम खुद से एंट्री करेंगे, मीन्स हम अपना यूजर इनपुट देता है, ठीक है, इसको अलग से मेमोरी से फेच नहीं करना पड़ता है, सिर्फ इसका ओके। तो इसके लिए टी टेस्ट रिक्वायर्ड, इसके लिए थोड़ा कम टाइम लगता है, क्लियर। तो फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन इज ऑपकोड फेच फ्रॉम डन फ्रॉम मेमोरी, मेमोरी से फेच करते हैं, जैसे जस्ट फॉर एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस इंस्ट्रक्शन, दिस इज 2 बाइट इंस्ट्रक्शन, सो हियर फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन क्या हो रहा है, ऑपकोड फेच मींस यहाँ क्या करना पड़ रहा है, जो कॉपी द डेटा 05 इन बे रजिस्टर, इमीडिएटली फ्रॉम 05 टू बी रजिस्टर में कॉपी हो जाएगा। तो फर्स्ट जो ऑपरेशन होता है वो क्या होगा, कॉपी, मतलब MBI B इसका ऑपकोड है, MBI B इसका ऑपकोड है, मान के चलो कुछ वैल्यू दिया हुआ है जो मैन्युफैक्चरर ने ऑलरेडी डिजाइनेट किया है उसका ऑपकोड को, ठीक है। तो ऑपकोड का जो वैल्यू है वो है 06। तो 06 जब हम प्रोसेसर को देंगे तब जो फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन हो रहा है मेरा ऑपकोड फेच हो रहा है, तो ऑपकोड फेच के लिए ज्यादा टाइम लगता है, इसलिए नंबर ऑफ टी स्टेट रिक्वायर्ड 3 एंड एनी अदर ऑपरेशन इज नंबर ऑफ टी स्टेट इज रिक्वायर्ड एंड 05 इज द ऑपरेंड, 05 इज माय ऑपरेंड, ओके। सो ऑपरेंड को फेच करने के लिए, रीड करने के लिए, राइट करने के लिए, हाँ, मेरे नंबर ऑफ टी स्टेट रिक्वायर्ड इज 3, क्लियर। तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन क्वेरी क्लियर हुआ?
यस सर।
ओके, तो फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन इच इंस्ट्रक्शन का ऑपकोड फेच होता है, क्योंकि ऑपरेशनल कोड मतलब क्या करना है, पहले तो इसको आइडेंटिफाई करना है ना हमको, उसके बाद तो हम काम करेंगे। मतलब तुमको हम बोले तुमको 2 डेटा दे दिए, हम कुछ नहीं बोले, तो तुम कुछ कर पाओगे? तो वो है मेरा ऑपरेंड जो डेटा, और जो हम बोले तुम उसको एडिशन करो, ये जो इंस्ट्रक्शन एडिशन करने का जो हम बोले है, जॉब असाइन किए है, ये है मेरा ऑपरेशनल कोड और मतलब ऑपकोड, ओके। और किसको लेके ऐड करना है, वो जो डेटा दिए है उसको, वो है मेरा ऑपरेंड, ओके। जो डेटा के लिए काम करना है वो मेरा ऑपरेंड है, और जो काम करना, जो जॉब है और जो असाइंड है वो है मेरा ऑपरेशनल, मतलब ऑपरेशन टाइप और ऑपरेशन क्या करना है वो, ठीक है। तो RD word signal goes low and data 06 is from memory location is 1000 are placed on the data bus and fails the cycle become a complete in on, and the instruction is decoded during T3 clock period, and during T4 clock period the content bus are unknown. So here the clock frequency is same, so number of time required for on machine cycle opcode fetch कितना लगेगा मेरा, ये लगेगा। अगर मेमोरी रीड के लिए कितना लगेगा, मेमोरी रीड के लिए कितना टी स्टेट लग रहा है, नंबर ऑफ मेमोरी टी स्टेट इज रिक्वायर्ड 3, तो 3 इंटू जो मेरा टी आया है वो, एंड एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ एन इंस्ट्रक्शन, मतलब एक कंप्लीट जो MBI B, 05 हेक्स जो इंस्ट्रक्शन है, इसको एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए जितना टाइम रिक्वायर्ड होता है वो मेरा एक इंस्ट्रक्शन साइकिल है। तो इंस्ट्रक्शन साइकिल बाय एग्जीक्यूशन टाइम ऑफ दिस इंस्ट्रक्शन इज 4t plus 3t, so equals to 70, 7 into 0.32 microsecond, so the execution time is 2.24 microsecond. Here you see the timing diagram of first is opcode fetch, and here is the टाइमिंग डायग्राम में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि इस साइड में भी सेम टाइप का ऑपरेशन होना चाहिए था। हम एक शो कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे है, हाँ, ए इसका फास्ट मशीन साइकिल 1 एंड 2 को जस्ट कंपेयर करो, बाकी 2 को छोड़ दो, ये दूसरा एक इंस्ट्रक्शन है, दूसरा इंस्ट्रक्शन है ये, ठीक है। तो इस पे ये होगा मेरा MBI B, इंस्ट्रक्शन का, ये जो PCL+1 मतलब ये जो मेमोरी का एड्रेस है वो होगा, इनिशियली क्या होगा मेरा 10,000, यहाँ पर 10 होगा, यहाँ पर 00 होगा, यहाँ पर भी 10 होगा, और यहाँ पर 01 होगा, क्योंकि नेक्स्ट बाइट इंक्रीज कर जाएगा। यहाँ ऑपकोड जो ऑपरेशनल कोड 06 है, ये 06 पुट होगा, यहाँ पर 05 मतलब जो ऑपरेंड है वो पुट होगा। यहाँ पर देखो WR बार इज low during T2 and T3 clock period, during T2 and T3 clock period, RD bar signal low, and again the during T2 and T3 clock period, the RD bar signal low, because here read operation done, but here you see that RD bar WR bar is high, means here no data to be written. And another things you note that here ALE signal goes high only during T1 clock period. Here T1 clock period, here also T1 clock period, because it lacks the address during T1 clock period. And here you see that IO bar signal goes low. IO bar signal goes low. It indicates that it's memory related operation. So here also low and here also low. Just MC1 and MC2. You see that here MC1 and MC2. Okay. And here also S1 and S0 is high. Here you see that high, means both value is 1, but in second cycle one value is low and another value is high, means S0 is low and S1 is high. So here you see that here change is done. Okay. स्क्रीनशॉट दे दो, ठीक है, आज एंड करते हैं यहाँ। अटेंडेंस का स्क्रीनशॉट यहाँ ये कर दो, अमृता मैम ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं क्लास।